Now, depending on which way this lady sets this up, I might be in agreement with her, but I highly doubt it based on the picture and the fact that this is getting covered in a quasi-mainstream outlet, okay? Ethical non-monogamy is a turn-on for me. I don't really care, okay? And the fact of the matter is, if you're sleeping around, you belong to the streets. We'll just keep it there. But let's see what kind of, propaganda they're putting out here. So there's a new dating trend. No, non-monogamous relationships, okay, at least from the male perspective. No, that shit's been around for centuries at this point. Every emperor, every conqueror, any man who had the options available to them, yeah, he was out there fucking everything on 2 feet, okay, everything with a pulse and everything. We won't get into age, okay, depending on what years it is, okay, but right now, okay, if you're an 18-year-old, you can do whatever the hell you want, okay, and there's a lot of opportunities that are out there. I wouldn't recommend taking a lot of those opportunities because they're just going to end in a life of massive amounts of regret and very, very long-lasting scars that not a lot of people want to talk about here. But if this bitch is pushing non-monogamy for women out there, I'll just say it once again right here off the top. I have never seen an article from a 60, 70-year-old woman who just loved her choices that she made by embracing feminism. I have never seen a happy, satisfied woman at the end of her life. I've seen a lot of those articles in the reverse. I've seen a lot of people, I've wasted my life embracing feminism, and you know what, hey, I'm 60 and my cats and my dogs aren't keeping me as comfortable as I thought they were, or what I was told they were, okay? Yeah, okay, it looks like this is written from her perspective, which is always just going to be, ooh, top-tier content, with slightly shocking and a bit mess up. But after pondering it, I'm beginning to think that it's not actually such a bad idea. Oh, Lord. I first stumbled upon this new dating term last week. It was called being a hoe. It's always been a hoe, okay? As I was chatting to a newly divorced friend, oh my god, women give the worst dating advice, fucking case in point. Who's venturing into the dating apps for the first time in 10 years? No! Don't fucking do it, okay? And this could be, I don't know that relationship that degenerated, but I'd imagine she broke it off because 80% of relationships end at the hands of a woman, okay? But then this could also be a divorced friend, probably around the same age, 40-ish, 50-ish, okay? Somebody who probably settled down, maybe early in life, didn't have as much of a hoe phase as she would have liked, but now thinking that I'm still pretty, I can still gussy myself up. Want to go back out there and experience what she can, okay? She heard all about the cougar lifestyle. Like, this is the fucking early 2000s, okay? And Sex and the City is still on. Which, again, whenever I reference those unhappy feminists at the end of their life, just take a look at the author of that and see what she's written lately. Just to really drive that point home. Okay, but no. She wants to go out there and get some of those swinging dicks that she sees out there in the club, not realizing that her 45-year-old self isn't near the competitor that her 21, 22-year-old self is. So she's setting herself up there for failure. But let's see, okay? Let's hear the woman speak for a second, okay? As we enjoyed a cold glass of wine, X'd out on that one, okay? And it was probably a box of wine sitting on a coffee room table. Okay, let's fucking keep it a stack. And some samishi. Oh yes, exactly. Is that code for like scissoring or something like that? Some fucking week old wine and some imported fish? Just asking. She exclaimed with a sigh, "The only people I seem to be matching with are those who want to be ENM. Exclusively non-monogamous." Yeah, no, exactly. Because I already know where this is going. You're old. They just want to smash. Okay, that's it. Okay, they'll entertain. Okay, they'll take seriously the 20 to, let's be real, the 18 to 28-year-olds. But then anything after that, yeah, and you still want to be hoeing around, yeah, it's going to be tough. And especially if you're on fucking dating apps. Okay, there's a term for them. Okay. They're hookup apps. They're there for fucking. Why are you expecting long-term relationships on the likes of Plenty of Whales? Okay, Tinder's got its reputation for a reason. Hinge, Bumble, even like some of the sugar daddy sites, which this old bitch probably shouldn't have any pull on whatsoever. But I have a degree and I'm a doctor. Yeah, that's nice. Guys don't care about that. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's what you fucking get. Okay, now I pride myself on knowing basically every dating term there is. Ghosted. Yep. Breadcrumbing. Sure. Yeah, exactly. Ghosted. Okay, what you probably did to a bunch of those nice guys that were out there during your prime. Okay, and breadcrumbing, stringing a motherfucker along, finessing them. Yeah, the terms might have updated over the past few years, but basically the same thing. Okay, but ENM, what the heck is that? Yeah. Spinning plates, okay, keeping you in his orbit, okay. It's probably, hey, if you're using a dating app, right, it's normally the same ideals of what they're looking for in a guy. 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, 6-pack abs. You know what? Hey, it's always the exact same thing, okay? Every once in a while, you'll get a bitch like, no, I like the short guys. I like the guys with the dad bod. Yeah, it's because you always want an upper hand, but more on that in the next article. Okay. Ugh. Excited to know something about dating that I didn't. No, you're not. Okay. My friend filled my glass and explained it all. Oh, Lord. Turns out that ENM stands for ethically non-monogamous, and basically everyone on the apps are into it right now. The fact that they're forward-facing about it, that's the only thing that's new about this, okay? Because I'm going to take a wild guess here. Because, okay, obviously, she's of a certain age, right? Okay, but you could see it, okay? You can glean through here that was, like an adjustable 6 back in the day, okay? She's not the worst. She's not the best, okay? She's got a decent set of tits, okay? I don't know what that ass do, but I would imagine it was probably fine enough for the late 90s, early 2000s, whenever the fuck she was out on the market, okay? But again, she probably had her pick of the litter at the time, okay? Her little black book or her Nokia brick phone probably had several suitors in there as well. And guess what? That's what ethically non-monogamous was, or non-exclusive dating, or just guys you aren't that serious in, okay? Dudes have been doing this. Guys who have had the opportunities. Okay, I should rephrase that a little bit. Okay, guys who have had the options available to them, they've been able to do this. Okay, but your average fucking chump out there, okay, you're just your regular dude. He's bouncing from relationship to relationship because that's all he can get. Okay, guys, most guys are fucking terrible conversationalists. They have horrible oratory skills. Okay, they aren't listening to a conversation in order to forward it. They're just listening for their opportunity to spew whatever they were thinking about while the person on the other side of the table was just speaking, looking for their interjecting whatever the fuck they are, and then just awkwardly staring at one another, realizing that, yeah, I just keep asking, closed-ended yes or no questions without any open-ending conversation starters. Most guys have no game. Most guys are fucking average, and the average woman hates the average man because the average man is 5'9", okay, makes $47,000 to $52,000 a year, okay, and then in some of these bigger cities where I would take a wild guess, this bitch is probably in a major city. This is a repost from News Australia, so I'm talking in USD, okay, so convert it to your own will, okay. And actually, Australian men, for whatever reason, I was looking that up earlier today, like what's the average height of a man? The tallest nation out there, okay, average height, okay, is 6 feet tall in the Netherlands. Funny, I guess that's why they're so fervent in standing up against the government right now when it comes to the farmer strikes. But regardless, okay, they're 6 feet tall. It's like 5'11.9". Let's round it up for posterity's sake. 6 feet tall in the Netherlands, okay, and then the shortest group was, I think it was India. I think it was India at 5'4". I know it's like 5'5" or 5'4", so short motherfuckers out there, but there's a lot of them, okay, so that kind of drives down the pool. But regardless, okay, that's the average dude. Whenever a woman even is just explaining what she looks out there, the average man doesn't factor in there at all whatsoever, but that's like 80% of the dating pool. Most guys can't carry a conversation. Most guys are horrible fucking listeners, okay? Most guys are nothing to look at, okay? They don't know how to dress. They don't know how to act properly. They have zero fucking muscle mass on them, and they're just fat, okay? We'll just, once again, keeping it a buck throughout the entirety of this conversation. What is it? 70% of the U.S. population is overweight. 40% of that is clinically obese, okay? Most guys, your average guy in the United States, 5'9", carrying an additional 20 to 40 pounds, okay, making, yes, that $40 to $50,000 a year. Congratulations. How many bitches off rip, okay, give you that description, okay, he's a white guy, okay, he lives in the middle of Dubuque, Montana, or Dubuque, Iowa, or Montana, whatever, small town, who gives a fuck, okay, he has that going for him, he's renting half a duplex or something like that. Do you think that that's anybody's wildest dreams? Nah, I don't think so. And again, we got bitches with their heads up in the fucking clouds right here. This is a lady looking for love on a fuck app, okay? Like, let's be fucking honest here. Who has their standards all the way up here? Guys are just happy with whatever they can fucking get, okay? Because like I said, most guys date monogamously, okay? Most guys just go from date to date to date to date. That's it. They don't have options. Guys who have options, okay, may or may not step out, but they also might develop this case of one-itis where it's like, no, this one girl, man, she's my everything, and I'm going to marry her. It's kind of like what Johnny Depp was talking about at the beginning of his trial, okay? He would just go around, start telling bitches, I'm going to marry you one day. Did that to Amber Heard, ended up catching a case because of it and losing millions and millions of dollars, okay? Don't be doing that, okay? So it doesn't matter, okay? You can be piss fucking broke, or you could be a multi fucking bajillionaire, okay? It's all about what goes on up here, okay? A simp is born every day, and a simp is created when they end up getting, well, blindsided by these opportunistic hoes. Anyways, so we're talking about ethically non-monogamous. Yeah, no, exactly, okay? And it should be one of those things out there to begin with, okay? Because non-monogamous relationships, okay, that's how everything starts, okay? But at least you're upfront about this one. But if you're Muslim or some shit and your ultimate goal is to have 4 wives, okay, that should be out there first and foremost. It's like, listen, you might be the one, or 2 or 3 or 4, okay? You just, you know what, hey, meet my sister wives. I'm sure you guys will get along famously, okay? As long as you do the toilets, because she gets the kitchen and she makes sure that the vacuuming and dusting is done, and then the other one's just pretty and she helps me with my work, okay? As long as you're upfront and honest about that, the rest of that shit will pretty much, you know what, hey, either take my standards or leave them. That's something else that most guys don't have, okay? They don't establish boundaries, and they don't punish bad behavior. But regardless, continue to go on. ENM is the practice of non-monogamous, intimate, or sexual relations that are distinguished from infidelity by the knowledge and the consent of those involved. Yeah, basically like an open relationship, but right from the get-go. Again, this is nothing new. This is non-exclusive dating. It's been around for generations, millennia even. People are embracing this concept so much that it's something you put in your dating profile to let people know you've ever been on a first date. And again, looking for love on Tinder. I've never seen such idiocy, okay? But these are the same bitches who are just like, yep, I still got it at 40 plus, because that's what all the tabloids tell me, that, you know what, hey, 30 or 40 is the new 30 and 50 is the new, you might as well just fucking hang it up, okay? No, it's all about obfuscating from the facts, okay? And you know what? Biology doesn't lie. But whatever. We'll get through this one, because the next one is humdinger. Okay. As someone who regularly suffers from FOMO, didn't I reference that at the beginning? Okay, somebody who's like, oh god, I got wifed up early, and oh god, I think I'm missing out. Yeah, no, exactly. What is it right there? As somebody who regularly suffers from FOMO. Oh, so you're a woman. I was horrified to find out that I've never really explored this side of dating. No, you haven't taken multiple dicks? Oh, wow, imagine that, okay. Guess what? It's probably not going to work out long term for you, okay? Studies have been conducted, okay, and bitches that take multiple dicks over their lifetime. I don't think that I need a white lab coat for this one, okay, but they have a tougher time, okay, engaging in long-term relationships. The amount of different dicks that a woman's taken, okay, exponentially increases the likelihood that she'll be divorced later in life. Like, it's just not a good thing, okay, and intrinsically, everybody knows this. This is generations of biological programming, okay. It's only been, in the past 60 years at this point that hormonal birth control has been around for the most part. Women knew that, okay, cool, yep, You're going to have to pick a winner to fuck, okay? You're going to have to do your selection, okay? Because you're going to be vulnerable for 9 months. You're not going to be able to protect yourself. You're not going to be able to acquire enough calories in order to sustain you and the other growing body that's within you, okay? And then that person's going to have to look after you for the first year or two right after you give birth, okay? If, of course, you don't die during any of that process, okay? And this is just another one of those problems, right? Because it wasn't even that long ago where your average lifespan was, what, 60, 70 years old? Even right now, what is it? 82 for men, 84 for women? It could be a little bit off on that one, but it's something like that. But even just a few generations ago, it was like 60 or 70 or something like that, and you married the person, okay? You might have dated around for a little bit, but you guys were married and ready to go, creating a family, okay? Enjoying your kids. Kids get sent off. The kids go into a successful relationship. You play with your grandkids, and then you fucking die, okay? You didn't have this opportunity of sending out a new generation of kids that are just unhappy, over-medicated, okay, and just fucking around on these shitty dating apps to begin with, okay? And then you miss out on that grandkid stage, and then it's like, well, I got so much free time on my hands, so I guess I better, get a dating account. It's like... This is what happens when, hey, you fuck around with a nuclear family, that you leave everybody destitute. You keep telling them one thing will make them happy, okay? Just sport fucking. I'm speaking specifically to the ladies, okay? Sport fucking like a man, okay, will just give you just as much happiness as it will for a man, okay? But you ask a woman, okay? You ask a woman, what would she prefer? 1,000 different dicks or one dick 1,000 times, okay? Obviously not in, like, rapid succession, because nobody fucks like that, but still, over the course of a lifetime, I think you already know the answer, okay? But when it comes to a guy, just, hey, I won't even answer this, okay? I will give you an analogy on this one, okay? I will give you an example as to what the answer would be for most men that are out there, okay? What are the most popular websites online? Pornhub, some of those tube sites as well. Porn runs the internet. Porn decides the trajectory of basically every media platform that's been out there. Why did Blu-ray succeed over HD, DVD? Porn. Why did VHS succeed over Beta? Porn. Why did coin-operated movie theaters continue to prop up the business sector around Times Square when there was a literal gang shootouts outside every waking hour of the day during the 70s? Porn. And what's on those porn sites? Well, it's just one video, right? It's just one video shared around all of the time. Oh no, there's multiple videos. Oh, there's like millions and hell, even billions of hours of content on all of those websites. And all of the women look exactly the same, right? Oh, there's like multiple women. Oh, and they all look different. Oh, some of them have big old fake titties. Some of them have big old natural titties. Some of them have big fat asses. Some of them are built like a plank. Some of them are even dudes kissing and docking or whatever the fuck they want to do. It's almost like guys want quantity and girls want quality. And that's why you see so many miserable bitches on these fucking dating apps, okay? I'm 28 years old, I want a non-exclusive relationship, and I'm on all of these medications, and here's my mental illness, and here's my pronouns. But why should I be redundant? Telling women that they can have it all was one of the worst statements ever uttered by somebody who didn't understand the full context of that statement. Maybe it was totally on purpose, okay? But enough about this non-exclusive relationships, okay? For women, it's a fucking travesty, and for men, it's the ultimate goal at the end of the day. Let's fucking keep it honest, okay? But then you have this, okay? This is kind of fucking disturbing, okay? And another reprint from Australia. Weird. What the fuck is going on down there in that fucking crazy prison country? But I only date men who visit sex workers. Cool. So you want something over them, okay? Because there's no glamour in buying box, okay? The only I would hazard to recommend this because it would send anybody down just a dangerous path of disrespecting women, which I talk hard about them, okay? And you know what? Hey, I want to hold women to a high standard as well, and I always Christ, look at the previous videos and just look at the last week's content and take a look at all of the times that I was harsh on women as opposed to men for just proof positive that I'm trying to hold both accountable and I'm trying to hold both to a reasonable standard here. I'm consistent, if anything. I'm not hateful towards anybody. But still, without knowing anything that's going to be in this article here, I just seen the headline and it's like, nope, this will be a perfect pairing for the other article that we had there, okay, about non-exclusive relationships, because Because this is what this is, okay? I only date men who visit sex workers. All right, cool. So what does that mean? Okay, what does that immediately tell me? Probably Kate Island, okay? She's probably a sex worker in some form or fashion, okay? So she needs that validation. She needs somebody who's a simp, okay? Somebody who's fine with their woman having their tits and ass and vagina and asshole posted all over the internet for whatever denominations will just flow their way. No, that's totally fine. You're going to need somebody to put up with her degeneracy, okay? Her, let's be honest, okay? Her lesser value in the eyes of many other men, okay? She needs to have somebody who is already all right, okay? With somebody who has taken a Continental Railroad a length in dick, because she wants to have it all. She wants to have it all, right? She wants to have a career. Oh, I'm a sex worker. Sex work is real work. No, it's not. Now I want to be able to continue doing my sex work because that's important to me and it's fulfilling to me. That's why there's been so many successful relationships post porn or post stripping, right? Like Lana Rhoades. Oh no, she's crying and saying that the porn industry ruined her life. Nah, Mia Khalifa, she got married. Oh, and then she got divorced, and now she's back on the fans. Lol. Jenna Jameson. Oh, she's conservative now. And she had a horrific divorce with Tito Ortiz. Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, it's really tough to find anybody who's reconciled their past and has a happy relationship. What's that name? She's got a podcast or something like that, and she's trying to do the TradCon thing. The best of luck to her. Brown-haired girl, something like that. I don't know. There's a few that play video games on Twitch or something, but Twitch is a wild place. Anyways, everyone has a few requirements when they're seeking a new partner. Yeah, no, exactly. Guys just want you to be hot and available. Women, they got a few requirements, okay? You must have a job. You must know how to clean up after themselves. No, it's a woman's job. You must not believe that the earth is flat. Yeah, well, let me tell you about this. No, I'm choking. That's retarded. It's almost as retarded as, wanting to fucking take serious a sex worker. It's the simple things, the bare minimum qualities we require. Get to the fucking point, stupid. Embarking on a relationship with somebody new so that we know that at our most base level, we are compatible. Yes, no, exactly. Such compatibility, right? I need somebody with a 24-inch dick because, you know what, hey, I've been hollowed out by Jamal and Laquan, and hell, you can buy it as a pay-per-view on my OnlyFans. Mine continue to a little further, and I'm sure yours do too. For me, any potential boyfriend or girlfriend, yeah, exactly, some confused fucking feminist or friend must be open to vegan food. Oh, so you're like really crazy. These are the type of people that are just pushing for the degeneracy of society. Just letting you know, vegan, how would you define yourself? Well, I'm pansexual. What is that? I like to fuck the end of my frying pan. Wonderful. They don't have to be vegan, but they can't turn their nose up every time I put vegan feta in the shopping cart. No, they actually do, because that shit smells atrocious. Okay, probably not as bad as your crotch, but whatever. Oh, they must also enjoy chips to IKEA. Oh, okay, and of course, I don't care about the rest of that. And they also must have visited a sex worker in the past as well. No, absolutely not. No, never once, okay? I've never bought box. I've no desire to ever go down that path. And like I was saying before, okay? It leads you down a path where you just start to disrespect women, okay? You truly view sex as a transactional act, okay? Here's your money, okay? And now I get my dick wet. Wonderful, fantastic, okay, bitch, leave, okay? It creates a connection in your brain that, if prolonged long enough, it can be incredibly dangerous, okay? Like, I shout him out consistently, okay? Because he was foundational in my beliefs when it comes to men and women interacting, okay? Patrice O'Neal, he had his revelation when he went down to Brazil with a bunch of other comedians and fucked hookers in a whorehouse in Brazil. Would I recommend that for everybody? Absolutely not, okay? But that's one instance, okay? Take a look at everybody else that went down there in that group as well. Keith Robinson, I'm not too sure about his relationship status, okay? Bob Kelly, hey, Bob Kelly survived, okay? Somehow, the human thumb, okay? King Kong Bundy ended up getting married, okay? Now he broadcasts out of a shed. And dude, you know what? It worked out all right for him. Okay, and then Jim Norton was down there as well, and less said about his sexual exploits. Probably the better for everybody that's out there, because I don't mind talking about anything, but that's that's a path you can go, I guess, if you're very confused about everything. But yeah, no, he's no. It's something that, you know what, hey, he didn't quite give up. Let's be completely honest. But there was a long established history there of buying pussies. So, you know what, hey, like sands are the hourglass, so are the days of his life. Okay? And once those sands run out, he'll eventually succumb to AIDS. But regardless, okay? And then Patrice had his revelation. He had his red pill moment, okay, and then he just did all of his best work, and thankfully, most of the stuff that he was saying has been recorded on the internet and has been disseminated throughout the years, and everybody's picked up and expanded upon it, because at this point, the Black Phillip Show is, and most of his recordings, because he tragically passed away in November of 2021, or 2011. Fuck me, man. But he realized, okay, going down there, okay, he realized that there's a different way, okay? He realized that, oh shit, American women, okay, and Western women in general are fucking trash because they're so masculine, okay? He was looking for femininity that was out there, and that's what those Brazilian women were offering at a price, okay? You know, hey, let's be fucking honest, okay? But that's what he was looking for, and it's like, so how could you cultivate that behavior? Because that's intrinsic to women, okay? That's intrinsic to women, so how do we bring that back, okay? How do I get that type of woman where I live, okay? Because it's possible. There's still some good girls out there. There's still some girls who haven't gone through a hoe phase, okay? Haven't been hitting the dating apps or anything like that, okay? Don't have a body count that rivals that of a football score. American football, not soccer. So yeah, just because it worked for him doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Because more likely than not, just visualize the guy, the John, who goes out there and he participates in all that kind of shit. Like the shit that she's trying to lay out here is being like, oh, that's a prerequisite, okay? We'll get to that in a second. I just want this preface. Okay, I know that for a lot of people, this is one of the exact qualities wanted least in a partner. Knowing that your beau has made a few visits to their local lingerie bar or gentleman's club is enough to break up some relationships before they even begin. But sex workers, whether we're dancers, I was right. Okay, dancers, yeah, that's sex work. Masseuses, there's straight masseuses that are out there, okay? But you're going for a rub and tug, you're hitting up one of those Korean massage parlors. Yeah, you're not going there for a massage, so let's fucking keep it above board. Dominatrix, that's just fucking weird. That's just, that is apex mommy issues, and I'll never understand that. Full service workers, whores, just say whores. Webcam performers, okay, for phone operators. Oh my god, are those still operational? Okay, because I was at the tail end of all that stuff, because obviously I was born 1990, okay, so you had those editorials and you had those little ads at the back of like Maxim, FHM, okay, even Playboy or whatever. They would have the 900 numbers where you, the first 3 minutes were 99 cents, and then everything after that was about 3 1/4. Sounds about right, but yeah, no, exactly, where you could just hear some breathy fat bitch just talk about how, it's so sexy the way that you, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it correctly. It's so sexy to, please insert another anyways, you get the point, okay? I don't even know if they're operational anymore or anything else under the sun, okay? Are talented, creative, and resourceful people. No, they're just basic bitches, okay? It's the oldest profession for a reason, okay? Because when push comes to shove, a bitch is going to sell her box for money, okay? Let's be honest, okay? If she needs to stay alive, she's selling her box for money, okay? It's a reason companies come and go, no pun not intended, off the back of sex work, okay? It appeals to the most primitive instincts when it comes to a man, but without anything tertiary to that, okay, without any emotions, without any kind of visceral attraction between the two, you just head down that very deep, dark hole, okay? And again, no puns fully intended, where you're missing out on, realistically, all of the best parts about sex, because let's be completely honest here, okay? How many times can you fucking bang around in that fucking disasters area before it's like, yeah, cool, ooh, got my nut. Oh, 20 minutes of fucking pretending that your asshole doesn't stink and flipping you around, listening to, oh, my hip. It really doesn't much matter, okay? Sex isn't that special, okay? It's about all that extra shit, and the reason why the bitch will be keeping herself around, okay? She makes herself useful throughout the rest of the relationship, and talk about that more in other videos, and other people have as well. So it's just, you take a look at this, right? Because it's like, I'm only dating somebody who has visited a sex worker. Okay, so she's already setting the frame in the relationship. You're just setting yourself up for failure. Okay, something that she constantly hangs over your head. Well, you just buy pussy, motherfucker. It's like, well, you're just selling it. Okay, it's a built-in argument that's right there. And again, in order to date this wonderful woman who probably has a triple-digit body count herself, okay, you have to also participate in this degeneracy. What are you even doing? Sex workers provide a shoulder to cry on for those who need somebody to confide in. And again, if you're a man and you're crying to a woman, you're already losing. That's for your boys or for yourself to decide, okay, or to help you out with, and bring entertainment and joy to anyone looking to celebrate. No. Reading, movies, books, and playing sports, hanging out with friends, joining communities. That's entertainment, okay? Going to a strip club, okay? I would challenge anybody who thinks that that's a pleasurable time. Just go down midday, go on a Wednesday or some shit like that, okay? Just see how much entertainment is going on there and not how much just absolute sadness and depression is on display, okay? We're warm and open-minded. This is the biggest Cope article I've seen in my life. People who spend time with individuals from all walks of life and know how to make them feel more comfortable and special at some time. Oh, at some of their most vulnerable moments. Yes, and monetize it, okay? I won't downplay the fact that these bitches are expert capitalists, okay? But let's keep it a stack here, okay? What you're doing, okay, is you're exploiting these fucking creeps, okay? Guys who lead with their wallets, okay? A woman who leads with her body is just like a man who leads with his wallet, okay? If all you have to offer is sex, that's all I want, okay? And women will trick off on a dude who only offers the bag, okay? And he will until the day he either wisens up, okay, or she finds a new target, okay? You run out of cash. Just being honest, okay? The work we do should be respected and celebrated as an integral part of society. You pay taxes? I highly doubt it. But that's exactly what it is. No, it's not. No, it isn't, okay? Having a fulfilling relationship, okay, raising up these guys that are just checking out and looking for the path of least resistance in order to get some sort of an attention from a woman, okay. Hell, and some of these more successful OnlyFans girls, any of these successful sex workers, you're not even chatting with an actual woman, okay, you're chatting with a dude, okay, on the other side of there, okay, because these are businesses, okay. Her tits, her ass, okay, her lip fillers, they're a brand, they're a business, okay? And she's got shoots to do. She's got places to go get flued out to. So the guys think that, oh, if I can just get this female validation, if I just pay her enough, she'll notice me. Take a look at Twitch right now, okay? I will imagine that probably Amaranth is probably licking an ear or dancing in a bikini or some shit like that, writing names all over herself just because, and every one of those names, that's a motherfucker who's paying her money, okay? Somebody just looking for validation, the closest they will ever get to her, and she gets tens of thousands of views at any given time. It's just like the audience for Hassan, okay? I understand, okay, Amaranth, okay? Hell, fuck up. Tip my hat to her, the fact that she's exploiting these simps that are out there, but the fact that you have these repeat viewers over and over and over again, these are dudes who are never going to get her. She's in a relationship, okay? She knows her business model. She's not going to be giving it up for anybody because she doesn't show tits. She does, and then she gets a couple days ban, okay? And that's completely on accident, obviously, but no, she knows her grift. She has her house, okay? And she's got a husband behind the scenes, okay, who's making sure that everything's above board. Husband or boyfriend, regardless, okay? He's the real pimp, okay? He's probably the guy who's running the OnlyFans, running the Instagram accounts, taking the pictures and all that shit, okay? Monetizing his bitch until it's time to just fucking pack it up. And God bless him. He's the only one fucking hitting that. The rest of those guys who are just buying fucking real estate on her, she washes it off and doesn't remember a single one of you, okay? But meanwhile, Hassan, I just don't get it. That motherfucker speaks at like a snail's pace, okay? And he's never made a salient point in his life, okay? Like, that dude is the bad take generator. He's like, you know what? Bad arguments made by an AI manifest into a Twitch streamer. It's fucking atrocious. But whatever. Let's get to the end of this because I think I've kind of made my point. Anyways, as a sex worker, this is rarely what I hear when I tell a potential partner about my job. Yeah, no, exactly. You're lonely, and you're likely to stay that way, okay? You took the short-term bag, okay? Short-term money leads to long-term problems, okay? You're probably hot. I have no doubt about that, okay? If you're a successful sex worker that's out there, you obviously have a product that's for sale and one that is desirable by enough people out there in order for you to continue to do your job. But you also might be getting long in the tooth, okay? You might be 26, you might be 27, somewhere in that area, I would imagine. Start to realize that every single day, you hear that? Yep, just off in the distance. Oh, that's another crop of girls just turned 18. Encroaching on your space every fucking second, okay? That's something that society doesn't tell you, okay? That, yeah, no, women, you can have it all. You can go freeze your eggs, even though there's like a 6% chance that those eggs that are frozen are actually going to produce viable offspring, okay? When you're in your 30s or 40s, okay? And the fact that it's like $40,000, $50,000 to go do that, and if you wanted to put it in a healthy woman, the surrogate cost on top of that, okay? Instead of taking advantage of your fertile years and your 20s, okay, and very early 30s, okay, instead of doing that, no, you're just selling your tits on the internet, which now we're at a point where the internet never forgets, and those titties are going to be out there. So if you want to have a family later in life, your kid is just going to have to reconcile with the fact that, oh, is that your mom? Here's her tits. Oh, yeah, no, there's nothing embarrassing about that, but those are going to be some awkward conversations that are going to be had in generations to come when they hit the playground here in the next few years. It's going to be awkward as shit. Okay. Well, let's see what other advice we can glean from this, because she's doing a terrible job. Okay. Rarely would I hear when I tell my partner about, or potential partner about my job. I'm gonna say body count is probably in on or around 200. I'm not even being hyperbolic, okay? At worst, I've been told things that I couldn't repeat here. My dating app inboxes have a more than their fair share of messages telling me what a spiteful homewrecker I am, or asking whether I'm sad, exploited victim in the media often makes sex workers out to be. Yeah, no, exactly. You're going to have that. And then you're going to have other guys in there with zero fucking game being like, nice tits. Yeah, no, exactly. At best, the majority of my ex-partners. Oh, okay, cool. I need somebody who is okay with sex workers. A majority of my ex-partners. Yeah, no, exactly. Okay. And again, and just beware. You make these decisions in engaging in sex work, and I use that very loosely because I don't agree. Taking pictures of yourself on the internet isn't work, okay? This is barely work, but at least I'm thinking dexterously online, okay, for multiple hours at a time and cutting shit up, okay? These bitches are just like, no filter, here, and then put on 15 fucking filters. But whatever, okay. Are supportive of my job, but have accepted it with a caveat. Yeah, no, there's a shot clock on this one, because eventually somebody's going to ask you to give up your job, or they're just going to be like, nah, I can't handle the fact that, yeah, man, you've had that much dick run through you. How can I possibly accept the fact that maybe that kid is going to come out with an extra foot, okay, or maybe a toe sticking out of his fucking forehead or something like that. I just can't reconcile the fact that, yes, you've been hollowed out by everything from the dude down the street to the bedpost. But regardless, although they're comfortable with me being a sex worker for a time, that's why you have a majority of ex-partners. There's a lot, I would imagine, because somehow they don't see themselves fitting into the stereotype of what my client may look like, or finding any satisfaction with the cheap, gaudy rooms they imagine we work in. No, yeah. Like, if this is an actual hooker, like, buddy, good luck. Stay safe, I guess. Taking me a while to realize, but the best relationships I've had have been with people who've experienced sex work from the client side. Yeah, I'm probably sure they have deep pockets. Yes, the best relationships, so multiple. All right, then. Someone who has taken the plunge, oh yeah, and visited an escort. Someone who isn't scared. Oh, it's about fear. Oh, okay. Plan a night at a strip club. Dude, I've been to one strip club, and it was so fucking depressing. It's like, I'm never coming back here. It was my friend's birthday party, and he really wanted to go, okay, and it was just like, nah, I'm just gonna leave because this sucks. This was like a Friday or a Saturday night or some shit like that, and we just all left and ended up fucking one of the girls over there, so haha. Or someone, at the very least, who has the decency to pay for the porn they watch. Oh, now it's decency, huh? All of those free sites that are out there, okay, that doesn't count? Okay, what, you have to pay one of these hoes? Oh, okay, cool. All of this is transactional, okay? This is just not understanding human interactions, human relationships, okay? A genuine burning desire that is essential for long-term relationships, okay? That whole concept has been fucked out of this bitch a long fucking time ago. Although the world of sex work I describe may still seem alien to a partner, and again, hey man, these are her boundaries for a relationship. That's fine. I'm just saying that this isn't healthy at all. They at least have some frame of reference for what I would get up to at work. The conversations in the girls' room don't seem so foreign. The late nights become more understandable, and they can finally accept even the friendliest of clients pose no threat to a committed relationship. Yeah, no, exactly. After visiting a worker themselves, they understand that sexual service isn't equivalent to an illicit affair. I trust... yeah, no, exactly. Because it's not about romance, okay? This is just, yes, exactly. Like, that on display right there, that's all she thinks that sex is, okay? At least that's the perception that she's putting out there. She probably has a way with words, okay, about her, okay? Obviously, because she preys on the weak that are out there, okay? It's not equivalent to an illicit affair. No, probably because there's genuine attraction there. There's a romantic interest that's budding. Something that's lacking in these relationships, at least from one end of the spectrum, okay? Because the fucking a couple $100 is only going to get a pussy so wet for so fucking long. I trust any romantic partner that's visited a service provider sees my job for exactly what it is. A job. Blow, hand, ear, whatever. I am no longer accepting it as a compliment. If a man would never see himself walking into a parlor. No, and again, she just wants a weak man she can control, because that's all this is. Listen, are you man enough to be with a hooker? Okay, listen, it's nothing like you've been brought up to be. I mean, like, come on, I'm a sex worker, and what's wrong with me? A lot of things, a fucking lot of things, and the fact that your mind is completely wrong in this situation. Guys don't want whores. We like whores. Oh, we'll entertain a whore until the day she dies, okay? But we're never going to take her seriously. Let's be honest, okay? Most guys just want a nice girl, a lovely girl, a happy girl, okay? Taking attraction out of all of this, because guys like different things from different women, okay? And depending on what I see, okay, like I could like a tall, leggy blonde who's in completely athletic shape, or I could like a shorter brunette, okay? Who has more curves than a European highway. A black girl, a Latina girl, not really Asians, not kind of my thing. But a beautiful girl is a beautiful girl. So setting, attraction aside, what about the desirable characteristics, okay? Friendly, willing to be guided, okay? Coachable. Coachable is very important, okay? Because a bitch who's walking into the relationship knowing everything, okay? Being argumentative all the time is a complete fucking turnoff, okay? Anybody who's masculine, or any woman who's masculine, sorry, no, you belong over there. Just get the fuck out of here. Nice talking to you, okay? It probably wasn't, but that's just a turn of phrase, all right? And then chief among all of them, not a fucking hoe, okay? Not being a hoe is so far above everything else I can work with, okay? I can mold the rest of that stuff, okay? But if you've taken a certain amount of dick, sorry about that. RUO, recreational use only, bitch. So again, this is just terrible fucking advice. And look at who's writing these. Look at who's writing these articles, okay? They're women trying to justify their terrible, unfulfilling life goals. There we go, okay? Trying to justify their bad decisions and pushing it all off on men. He doesn't want to engage with a sex worker. He's clearly inadequate. He's fearful of what he might experience. He lives his life in fear. Yeah, sure, okay. Or ethical non-monogamy. Oh, I have a fear of missing out. See how that fear thing works in one direction? Yeah, no, exactly. Just terrible fucking strategies that get mass media coverage, okay? Why is all of this stuff happening? Oh my god, hookup culture is ruining society. You would be shocked. You would be fucking amazed. What small percentage of men are actually fucking a vast majority of women? This shit is happening naturally, okay? Now it's just some people who are being upfront and honest about the game. finally letting it be known. But this video's going on a lot longer than I intended it to, but you know what, hey, I got a lot of things I want to get off my chest. Kind of like her, and unfortunately, quite a bit like her. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. Why don't you follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.